All right, so we're going to talk about circles. Circles are covered in section 8.1. There's also some extra problems because they're covered in section 3.2 along with parabolas from way back when. So here's the definition of a circle. The first thing we're going to do is derive what is the equation of the circle relation. Now, circles are not a function. They don't pass the vertical line test, but they are something that's important for us to cover here at the end. So a circle is the set of all the points that are an equal distance called r from a central point hk. So what we're going to do, since this involves the word distance, we're going to go back to the very first time we met each other, and we're going to talk about the distance formula. So here's the distance formula. Distance is equal to the square root of x minus x1 squared plus y minus y1 squared. That is the equation of the distance formula. So what I'm going to do is I am going to plug in my distance, which is r. That's called the radius of the circle. And then all the points along the edge of the circle are the distance r away from hk. So I'm going to use this to derive the equation of the circle. So the distance is r is equal to the square root of, now the x and the y, these are just going to be my variables that represent the points on the outside of the circle. The x1 and y1, these are going to be my center point. And so we've got x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. We're not going to leave the equation like this. We're going to do one more thing. And so I'm going to go ahead and square both sides of this. And so on the left, I've got r squared. And on the right, I've got x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And I am going to square that whole thing. And that gives me this format of the equation of the circle. So I've got r squared is equal to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, because the square root and squaring, those two things undo each other. This is called the center radius form because you can see two bits of information. This side is r squared, so that's how I identify the radius. And then h and k, that's my center point. So this is the center radius form of a circle.